Hey friends, it's Megami and we are climbing the Shin-Ra building after taking a lovely nap in the middle of our security breach. Locked treasure chest? Who even does that? I mean, people who don't want their stuff stolen, I guess, but it's a JRPG. People don't lock their treasure chests. Midgar parts. I will say I absolutely love the number of times they make you look at a scale model of Midgar just to realize how gorgeous but also fucked up it is. I remember the theme for the slums is called Underneath the Rotting Pizza or something like that, and it's very accurate to what the plate sections sitting on top look like. A model of Midgar, the city that feeds off Mako energy. The model's incomplete. That sounds like something opened up. This is gonna repeat with me trying to figure out which ones are unlocked now. Yay! But yeah, the fact that they built just an entire city on top of 8 other cities, and, you know, of course, charge the higher prices to live up where it's clean after they made what's down below dirty, sort of artificially created conditions for people with money to pay to escape. Because the people without money don't matter, do they? Because you can't exploit them for their money. Even though some of them literally work for Shin-Ra and take the train up every day and get harassed by Avalanche for trying to get to their jobs. Because sometimes the only job is with Shin-Ra. You hear me trying not to name one of our actual mega corporations there. Because people can hate a situation and not still be stuck in it, and people can not realize the source of a situation because the information is hidden, and yeah, with the whole Mako energy thing, you know, that's very much conspiracy theory level meanderings, and yet we're blowing people up over it. You know, to save the planet for the future, yeah. And here we are, Cloud and party climbing the Shin-Ra building, killing how many security employees. I mean, there's monsters up here now, obviously, and robots. But, you know, we've killed how many security employees who, again, are just, you know, this is their job. This is how they feed their families. Because Shin-Ra took someone that we want to protect from us. And we personally have the power to do something about that, which, you know, her mom, Elmina, just had to let it happen. She didn't have a say. We see all of the presidential and division heads going into a meeting here. I don't know if they let us storm into there, but that would be satisfying. Phew, I'm fed up with carrying all these files. I get to meet loads of cute men, though, at least. One of the perks of being a secretary. Yep, all she wants to do is have her job and find a nice man and maybe get married and have kids someday, which is what most people want, is to be able to support themselves. When you're in the restroom, do you ever hear voices coming out from somewhere? Like a load of whispering? They said it's another meeting of the executives. I wonder if it's about the plate incident. That would make sense. My job gives me a sense of purpose. With just the touch of a button, I feel like I'm controlling the world. Come on, we're building the future of Mako. So I just burst in on some dude. It's filthy. I mean, let's just let's just get up and not have to deal with that right now. Where's the actual maintenance and janitorial service? Geez, that's a lot of suits. The damage report for District 7 has come in. When considering the industrial sectors that were present and the investments we had made, the cost to our company is expected to be in the region of 10 billion gil. In addition to this, rebuilding Plate 7 is expected to cost... We're not rebuilding. What? Plate 7 is being left as it is. Instead, we're reopening the Neo-Midgar project. So, the ancient girl has finally... The promised land will be ours in good time. Raise Mako rates 15% in all areas. Rate hike, yeah! Please include the space program in the budget. Reeve and Scarlet will divide the revenue generated from the rate increase. Oh, perfect. Mr. President, raising the rates further could only add to the discontent felt among our citizens. Don't worry. The ignorant fools won't lose confidence. Far from it, in fact. They'll trust our company all the more. After all, we're the ones who saved the people of District 7 from terrorists. That dirty lion. I'll say it, Barrett. Son of a bitch. Hojo, how's the girl? As a specimen, she's inferior to her mother, Afelna. I'm still evaluating the difference, but for now, the discrepancy is 18%. How long will the evaluation take? I estimate around 120 years to just evaluate the difference between... You're not even interested in being efficient here, obviously. Like, what kinds of tests are you expecting to do continuously to this poor woman for 120 years just to evaluate her condition for whatever project you intend to exploit her for? I estimate around 120 years. It's unlikely to be finished in our lifetime, or the lifetime of the specimen for that matter. Which is why I'm thinking of breeding her. What about the Promised Land? Won't this delay hinder our plans? I'll be doing my utmost to avoid that. In any case, the girl will prove to be a strong mother, though she does have a few frailties. You're talking about forced breeding. A woman you kidnapped under blackmail. I think that concludes our meeting. Like, no one here is aghast at this. I mean, clearly we are up above them, but like, they're all just complicit. Where's that smell coming from? I don't know, probably the filthy toilet that your janitorial service doesn't take care of. They were talking about Aerith, right? I don't know. Probably. Let's follow them. Wash my hands. Hojo. He just left the door open. I remember him. That Hojo guy. He's in charge of Shin-Ra's science department. You know him? It's the first time I've actually seen him. So that's who. I mean, it's not, but it's the first time that you remember seeing him. Let's see, the specimen Hojo asked me for is... trapped on all sides, gotta hide. Good thing I don't have flaming yellow hair and a distinctive hairstyle. Is this the specimen for today's experiments? It is. We shall proceed right away. Raise it up to the floor above. My precious specimen. Right, at least in theory you care about the people you kidnap. Sort of, in a way. Care about what you can use them for, I guess. Precious specimen. Is it going to be used in biological experiments? Genova. I remember the first time I saw that. It's just such a cool and upsetting design, and the fact that her head's missing just makes her even more unsettling with the sound effect of the beating heart and the lighting. And of course they only show you that tiny glimpse, so you can't really process what you're looking at. And just... I love her. Genova. Sephiroth's. So they brought it here. Pull yourself together. Did you see it? See what? It's moving. Is it alive? The hell is this headless freak? Man, that's messed up. Let's just get out of here. I mean, that is absolutely one thought. And... Ooh, oh no, I'm getting attacked. Oh my goodness. It is an extremely insistent placard. Oh, it has a gun. You are not allowed to be here. Yes, well, I'm here anyway. Oh, so it just... Oh, it's absorbing the lightning damage, isn't it? That's disappointing. Mechanical opponents are supposed to be weak to lightning. I guess this one's special. It is kind of funny, though. Just imagining him slashing at it with the Buster Sword and it bouncing off like it's made out of Nerf. I would have so much fun with a Nerf Buster Sword. We are absolutely fighting a boss coming up here, so yes, we are saving. Because if I fail to beat this boss, I am going to reload and not make you have to sit through all of this exposition again. Aerith! Oh, is that her name? What do you want? We've come to take her back. Outsiders. You catch on real quick. There are far too many frivolous things in the world to concern myself with the likes of you. Are you going to kill me? I'd advise against it. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who would operate it? Good, good. I always recommend logical thinking, especially in moments such as these. Now bring in the specimen. Cloud! Help! What do you think you're doing? Lending a helping hand to some endangered species. Both are on the brink of extinction. That's not how it works! You can't breed two endangered species together to save either of them. You just make something new that's neither. Assuming that their genetics are compatible enough to create a viable offspring. And even then, hybrids tend to not be fertile, so that would be the end of it anyway. That's not... You're a scientist, you're supposed to know this! I get so mad at Hojo, because I took a lot of biology back in college, and he's so wrong on almost every level of everything in his way of thinking. He's wrong on an ethical level, he's wrong on a scientific level, he is wrong on just every way that you can be wrong in. Hojo is wrong. And I feel like a professor watching a student just get the absolute worst take of every lesson ever presented, and just you want to shake them and be like, stop coming to the wrong conclusion, like thinking differently and approaching material and coming up with hypotheses that are different than what's been taught is important. It is important to rigorously test science, because all science is the record of what we've tried and the conclusions we have driven or had drawn from experimentation. And so changing an assumption and testing it separately, like doing an MRI of a dead fish and showing it the pictures to see if it changes the way we would expect a human to, which it does, by the way. An MRI will take 2 separate scans of a completely non-living fish as though it was responding to stimuli. And so that is a test that was important for determining that MRIs cannot be used to track changes in brainwave patterns and assume that to be thought. So it's important to test things that we think are right, using things that just cannot back up the assumption. So it's not bad that he's like wanting to test notions of what's been recorded. What's bad is that he is, wanting to force breed 2 different sentient species together live. Not even like in vitro, he's not even harvesting eggs and he's not harvesting gametes and running a test panel to see if any of them will take. He is traumatizing these test subjects. Just so much about this doesn't work. If I don't intervene, these creatures will perish. They are people, for one thing. And for another thing, you're not helping. Creatures? That's terrible. She's a human being. You're gonna pay. Barrett, can't you do something? Alright, step back. Stop! It's delicate equipment that only I can manage, but it's glass, and we've got a gun, so... What have you... Oh, my precious specimens! Yeah, you get him. Now's our chance to rescue Aerith. Thanks. What's wrong? The elevator's moving. This inferior creature is nothing compared to the specimen down there. A ferocious specimen indeed. The monster below is rather strong. I'll help you with it. It talked? I'll talk as much as you like later, miss. We'll take care of the monster. Keep Aerith safe. Barrett, you help her. What's your name? Hojo called me Red 13, a name which means nothing whatsoever to me. You may call me whatever you wish. We will continue to call you Red, even though I know what your real name is. Let's do it. I love the boss battle music for this. It's just so good. Jeez, the design for these monsters and making them just as upsetting as possible. Okay, I gave Barrett the don't get poisoned amulet and then took him out of my party for the boss that does poison. Whoops! I think he also has my cure materia. Well, we will see if I survive. Now, attacking the little middies doesn't actually beat the boss. You have to attack that big guy in the back with a shoulder full of teeth. That's very much very disturbing designs. No targeting. I do like the fact that you can target your allies with attacks, but I don't like doing it on accident. So the fact that the targeting movement seems to be based on physical proximity in the direction you're moving from it. So when the character model was in amidst among the enemies and I accidentally targeted it, like, that's actually very cool. Even if it's not something that I want to be able to happen. This poison is kicking my ass. Do I even have I do have antidotes. I wonder if that takes. Meaning, I wonder if they're just gonna re-poison me. Yeah, this is what it does when you kill one of its little minis, is it just brings them all back. And it's like, damn it. Just gotta focus on killing it. See me using Tifa as my main attacker, even though she does not have the strongest attack feat of all of those present in this party, but that is entirely because I like her. I don't need another reason. Yay! I did not die. Are you okay? Looks like she will be now. I have a right to choose as well. I'm not keen on two-legged things. What are you? A fascinating question, and difficult to answer. I am what you see. I'm sure you have many questions, but I think it's best we leave here first. I'll show you the way. So you did come for me. Eek! I apologize for what I did back there. I was merely an act to throw Hojo off guard. No need to be in this building now. We're getting the hell out of here. If the 5 of us move together, we'll be noticed. Let's break into 2 groups. As we set up our party config. They're not letting me, switch people in. I'll go ahead and put poison in you. Gonna go ahead and take Barrett's restore materia and put it in cloud right now. Put the protect back on Aerith so that she can level up her limit breaks. Heal up a little bit for any incidental. There we go. See you later. We'll be raiding at the elevator on the 66th floor. Later. Meet up on the 66th floor. Maintaining enemy skill material. I need to find out how to turn off Steam telling me what my friends are playing. I'm sorry, Valve, but I do not enjoy spying on my friends' activities. I can ask them, so what are you playing lately? And then we can actually have a conversation about it. Sorry, I just find the amount of programs telling us things that we didn't ask about other people to be invasive and creepy. Hey, what's going on? Would you press up, please? Turks. It's gotta be a trap. This must have been a real thrill for you. Did you enjoy it? Shit. Back to this. It's just the entire level of this floor of the building is just this guy's office. They got you too? Where's Aerith? In a safe place. She's invaluable to us, the last surviving ancient. Shrug. You don't know? They called themselves the Cetra and lived thousands of years ago. A tribe long buried in history. That girl is a survivor of the Cetra? The Cetra, or ancients, will teach us about the Promised Land. I'm expecting great things from her. That's just a legend. An enthralling legend, so enticing it must be pursued. The Promised Land is said to be incredibly fertile. And if the land is fertile, then there's gotta be Mako. Exactly. We won't even need to build any cash-craving reactors here. Reactors there. The abundant Mako will flow out all on its own. That is where Neo-Midgar will be built. Our company's new glory. This is like if Amazon kidnapped some Greek person and was like, you're gonna show us where Atlantis is. I like that Barrett spit spit on him. Like, just the animation showing that that's what he did. Ha! Keep dreaming. Come, surely you've realized by now. All that one requires to make a dream come true is money and power. Well, that concludes your audience. Come on, out of his way. Hold it right there! I have a truckload of things I gotta say to you, greedy bastard. As he brushes the spit off of his coat. For all other inquiries, please contact my secretary. Just so smug and dismissive. And then we were in jail. Well, game over. Guess we're arrested. No, we'll go a little bit further before closing today. Psst, think we can escape? It's gonna be tricky. Leave it to me. You're so reliable. I wonder how Aerith is doing. Cloud, are you there? You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I knew you'd come for me. Hey, you did ask for a bodyguard. I might be the shittiest bodyguard in Midgar making you fight all sorts of things, but I do show up when you get stuck. Eventually. The deal was for a date, right? Oh, I get it. Tifa, you're in there too? Yeah, sorry about that. You know, I have a question. Yes? Does the Promised Land actually exist? Oh, well, I don't know. All I do know is the Cetra are born of the planet, they speak with the planet, and they open the planet. And then the Cetra returned to the Promised Land, a land of supreme happiness, which was granted by the planet. What does that mean? More than words. I don't have a clue. Speak with the planet? Just what does the planet say? It's real noisy, like it's full of people. That's why I can't make out what it's saying. Can you hear it now? No. I've only been able to at that church in the slums, and my mum told me it isn't possible to hear it clearly in Midgar anymore. My real mum, I mean. You must leave Midgar. Then you'll be able to speak with the planet and find your Promised Land. That's what she said. I thought I wouldn't be able to hear anything at all by now, but... In the previous translations, she says, I thought I would stop hearing her voice as I grew up. Which implies that Aerith's mother has not returned to the planet yet and is still guiding her daughter. I wonder how Barrett is doing. Yo! Aerith is an ancient, and the ancients are really called the Cetra. The ancients know about a place called the Promised Land, which Shin-Ra is searching for. But the Promised Land's only mentioned in stories. We don't know if it exists or not. That right? Those jerks say the Promised Land is full of Mako energy. So if they find it, they'll suck it all up. then the land will wither away there too. The planet will get even more run down. I'm not gonna let him get away with it. Avalanche is recruiting new members. Me, Tifa, Cloud, Aerith. How about you? God, you're so damn boring. I mean, he's not there to entertain you, Barrett, though that was a very good recap of the story so far. I wonder how Red is doing. Grandpa. Grandpa? Grandpa, yeah. What's so amusing? Nothing. Get some sleep. As I am a gentleman and leave Tifa the bed entirely to herself and just sleep sitting against the wall over here. Huh. Looks like the door is open. I wonder how that happened. Oh, the door's open. When did that happen? What's going on? Well, I guess we'll find out next time, friends. Thank you for joining me.